As we conclude today's symposium, it's only fitting to hear from someone whose leadership and unwavering focus has helped make this event possible. Aras Azadian, CEO of Avicanna, despite market shifts, regulatory challenges, and industry changes, has remained steadfast in his commitment to the medical cannabis community, championing science, patient access, and health system integration. Please join me to welcoming Aras Azadian for our closing remarks.
I'm just here to tell you guys about the cocktail reception, so don't worry. Just want to start with thank yous. Again, Carolina, Azar, Ivana, and the team that organized today. They made it look very simple and very easy, but it wasn't. And just want to give them another round of applause. It's an honor to be here. We started our journey here in terms of Avicanna upstairs in the Johnson & Johnson incubator. Some of you might know that. So Mars is a very special place for us, and I really like Dr. Lewis's penicillin sort of analogy because penicillin was discovered here. So I think it's a very important place. It's a pleasure, and we think it's a bit of a responsibility for us to really host these events, to bring in the clinicians, the researchers, the patient advocates, the patients. And I really want to actually personally thank the patients today. That panel was incredible. That was. I have to admit that this event annually, more so this year than ever, energizes us. That's what gives us the stamina to continue to do what we do. We know we're swimming against the currents, and it's really nice to see the audience. I think everyone here is really a pioneer in what we do. I'd like to also extend sincere appreciation to the speakers. So I know a lot of them have come from different parts of the world. It's an honor, again, to be able to host everyone. I'd like to thank the sponsors, collaborators who've made this event special and made this event possible, and the guests. It's 5 p.m. on a Friday. You guys are still here. So I will keep it short. I stood here in 2019, a lot more hair on my head, in Mars. And we talked about what's wrong with the industry, what's the gaps. We talked about the lack of separation between adult use and medical. We talked about the low entry barriers in terms of quality. We talked about the lack of focus on evidence and research. And unfortunately, we were right. And that bubble burst. So I heard today many times over from researchers and clinicians, where's the support? Where's the funding? Unfortunately, that funding never really arose after what happened in terms of the sector burst. So I do want to, however, note that while funding and support, mainly from industry and from government, has been lacking in the field, there's been advancements that have been made. It's quite remarkable to see what was presented today. This is very much driven by the researchers in the medical community, and I do want to applaud the pioneers here that are still making those advancements because you are global leaders, and I can assure you around the world, many people watching virtually, I think in total we had about 400 guests today, virtually and in person, are watching what we're doing here. So while it feels like it's, you tend to be alone or restricted in terms of support, we are making advancements. Also want to applaud the Americans because they have even more restrictions than us in terms of not having the federal legislation that we've had. So I do think we made some progress. We're starting to see better standards being implemented. I know it seems like the progress is small, but we're seeing less inhaled products in the medical channels. We're seeing better quality standards, at least in medical channels. We're seeing more stability and quality metrics that are important, including dosing, which was discussed a little bit today. We're seeing the entrance of more advanced drug delivery systems, and I think that's going to be relevant as we go further in generating evidence because you want to generate evidence on something that is standardized. This is also, again, as I mentioned, led to reduce inhaled products, but we're also seeing reduced stigma. And I know stigma was covered a lot today. We haven't solved the puzzle, but we have made improvements. I still go to my parents' house on a Friday night, and for some reason they're taking gummies, and that, I think, is a societal advancement. We're seeing more engagement. We have patient advocacy groups here. We have regulators here today. We have international entities here today. We're seeing nurse practitioners, physicians, clinicians. We are getting more support. Again, progress seems slow. And again, I really like the penicillin sort of slide, and I really like the reverse translational science comment from Dr. Lewis because I think the facilities are there. It's just about us now, getting more evidence and getting more engagement with the rest of the stakeholders. We are also seeing liberalization and legalization internationally, which is quite interesting, and something I've been advocating for is that legalization is medical. And I think that was an issue that we faced in Canada, was having this legal adult use and medical. It causes a lot of confusion, and I think it has reduced the level of support that we've had on the medical side, particularly in the form of evidence. Next slide. From our side, our commitment is to continue to host these events, to continue to progress the generation of evidence with whatever means we have and whatever form of support we can provide, to continue the collaborations. And again, this is the point of today, is collaborations. People in this room are the pioneers that we're working with and look to work with, and for you guys to work together in terms of advancing and really improving standard of care in terms of incorporating cannabinoid-based medicine there. This year's symposium was designed to encourage that, to open collaborative dialogue across different disciplines, different stakeholders, bring together, again, 400 plus guests, some of which are here and get to go to the cocktail reception, and the virtual ones get off. To include thought leaders, again, advocacy groups, industry leaders. We have our direct competitors that are in this room, which I think is truly unique in something where we're all trying to solve this puzzle and really improve, again, patient outcomes. So very proud of what we've done here. I'll wrap it up because I think it's time, and we will remain committed to our cause. We remain committed to working with all of you, and happy to discuss that in the cocktail reception. Thank you.